What's good? What's good? What's good? Obviously, y'all like my Batman shirt. Hold on, let me take my keys out. You like my Batman shirt? I got it on Five and Below. Five and Below is like a store where everything in there is like $5 and over. I mean under. Pretty sure there's a lot of Five and Below stores around your area. So yeah, so I got this like at $5. I mean, they had a Joker one, but just the Joker, but I like this one better. I don't know if y'all can see that up close. This is like the 1970s Batman, like retro, and then they got like the comic, like they got like different storylines. So yeah, but anyways, man, today's video is about the New York Giants. Now, obviously, I haven't really posted a lot of New York Giant content on here is because well, they're the New York Giants. They do things under the they used to do things under the radar. Now they just getting talked about more and more and more. And Saquon Barkley's health is dragged out. Saying the more the more Saquon Barkley's injury drags out, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. You know what I'm saying? I remember when the Giants used to do things under the radar. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody used to talk about them, you know? But now they are religiously talking about them. The hell, like they talking about them more than the damn Cowboys. Now I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or a good thing, but the media is obviously tied with the NFL, so any juicy storylines that they can bring up that'll get your attention, they'll talk about it. Like, do I think that he's going to be available for week one? Probably not. And that's going to be a huge factor because Saquon Barkley is 80 to 90% of our offense. You know what I'm saying? Our offense is run through Saquon Barkley. So if you just add another back to the mix, he's not going to get the same production as, Saquon Barkley will. You know what I'm saying? And then you have this whole incident where, there was a bit of a scuffle and, like two offensive linemen and one linebacker already retired. Now, obviously, Joe Judge come from that Nick Saban, Bill Belichick tree. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard for players to play for him. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe Judge is not a Mike Tomlin. He's not a Pete Carroll. He's not one of those happy-go-lucky fun guys. You know what I'm saying? At least occasionally, he'll show his sense of humor when he wants to. Like, when they're winning and they're on top and stuff like that, he'll joke around and stuff like that. Like that one time where he's like sprayed the hose, like where he sprayed the hose on the ground and then he slid. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of being like the mascot of the team and stuff like that. But when they're losing, his his real demeanor shows. So listen, people retire at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's not that much of a big deal. Um, you know. But again, the way that he operates, people may not like that. Players may not like that. Like, damn, he's strict as hell. I can't remember the last time Tom Coughlin been strict. The only time Tom Coughlin has been strict was getting here on time. That was about it. And discipline. Other than that, he showed his different side. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously it was Michael Strahan's last year. You know what I'm saying? Around '07. So, he kind of, showed his, softer side. Because he's always strict and, follow the code and follow all the rules and stuff like that. He, like Tom Coughlin ordering an In-N-Out burger And then what I'm saying, because they did that like the Super Bowl special where you know they went through the whole season and what I'm saying, the ups and the downs and stuff like that. So, but obviously Joe Judge is no Tom Coughlin. I don't care if he was coached under Bill Belichick or Nick Saban. Tom Coughlin is Tom Coughlin. Joe Judge is Joe Judge. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is Tom Coughlin's team bought in to what he was trying to do. I don't think I don't think Joe Judge players are trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? For the ones who retired, obviously, because why would you retire in the middle of training camp? Like that's the most bizarre crap I ever heard. You know what I'm saying? And the Giants are not the only team to do that. I heard the Raiders, three players from the Raiders retire. So I say, hey, get your money while you still can. Football is not forever. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the punter, the quarterback, the kicker, those are or probably the offensive line. Those are the only three positions they'll probably play into their 40s. Running backs, they don't necessarily last long. Wide receivers, they don't necessarily last long. You know what I'm saying? Anybody on the defensive side, you don't even see them playing no more. I mean, you see them playing, but not at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Like a Champ Bailey, you know what I'm saying? Or Darrell Reeves, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't got those type of players no more. You know what I'm saying? So the NFL is gonna have to find a way to groove and narrow and navigate. Like, damn, where's our production coming? Where's our talent coming? Where's the next, Julio Jones? Where's the next Troy Polamalu? Where's the next Ray Lewis is coming from? Hopefully Parsons can be that. I watched the preseason game. He flew. He flew. And I know Skip Bayless is gonna go crazy. Oh my God! You saw Paris. You saw Michael Person. Oh, he recovered a fight like scalp. It's a preseason game, Skip. Oh my God! He's gonna be rookie of the year. You see, like Skip just be on some other stuff, man. But anyways, man. I mean, I saw him too. I mean, I'm shocked that the Giants didn't take him. It's like, okay, so like I thought the Giants would have learned their lesson last time, right? Because the last time they picked the wide receiver, it was number 13, and I'm not talking about Ramsey Barden. I'm talking about Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, missed the first 4 games. If he didn't miss the first 4 games, he would have probably surpassed Randy Moss's rookie year. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. And we all know how that turned out. You know what I'm saying? But in Kadarius Tony is not Odell. As an Aquarius myself, Tony is an Aquarius too. If you don't believe me, check out his Wikipedia. We clean. We clean. You see Saquon Barkley. You see let me see. You got Saquon Barkley. You got Sterling Shepard, and you got Kadarius Tony. Right? All three Aquariuses. They have no problems. They cause no problems. They're clean. You know what I'm saying? They're clean players. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Aquariuses don't make the wrong mistakes or the right decisions, but in most part, they just clean. Tony, he comes across as a Hakeem Nicks type. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't like to talk to the media. You can tell that. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't like to talk to the media. So that tells me one thing. He lets his play do the talking, which is what Hakeem Nicks did. Hakeem Nicks didn't like to talk to the media. You know what I'm saying? But what held him back was injuries. Even though he had his breakout year in 2010, but still he couldn't go on to the next level. You know what I'm saying? But he's always gonna be my favorite New York Giant wide receiver. If I had like a tier, I'm probably gonna do like a top tier, New York Giants wide receiver. Like I'm just trying to remember all the wide. I'm not gonna remember all, but some of them, and I'm gonna name my top 10 favorite wide receivers of the New York Giants. So yeah, but anyways, Joe Judge, he's his own person, okay? Um, Now without Saquon Barkley, like I said, it's going to be hard because you don't have a replacement for him. You don't have a second back that you can count on. You know what I'm saying? And without Saquon Barkley, with Saquon Barkley, I think the Giants are like in the pluses. Without Saquon Barkley, they in the negative. So, I mean, he makes up for 80% or 90% of the offense. So, if Saquon Barkley misses week 1 and week 2, we could be looking at 0-2 right now. Because I don't care how bad your offense is, if you have a great defense you can rely on, it cures everything. And we're going up against two good defenses, okay? Two good defenses. So I just think that the Giants have a lot on their plate. You know what I'm saying? Like my head coach used to tell me, distractions lead to failure, right? If a team have a whole bunch of distractions, oh, there's no way that team can overcome adversity. You know what I'm saying? Unless they like 0-2 and 0-3, and they just struggling to win. You know, that's different. You know, in terms of, oh, he's on the news and scuffle fighting and players getting, retiring and stuff. That's like locker room. That's not even locker room distraction. That's just distraction. But if you can go without any distractions, Saquon Barkley is healthy. Look at over the years when we won those two Super Bowls. Has there ever been any distractions? No. No distractions. We just kept our head down. We didn't listen to the media. And we won two Super Bowls for that. Now, obviously, if Joe Judge underperforms, it's either Daniel Jones go or he goes. Now, if Daniel Jones put up decent numbers and we're still losing, it has to be Joe Judge. This is exactly why I didn't like Joe Judge in the first place. And I'm not only saying this to say this. I said that in my other videos. I don't think he's the guy for the job. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I know he comes from that Bill Belichick tree, Nick Saban tree, but you can't compare college football to NFL. College is a whole bunch of kids. You know what I'm saying? NFL, they're mixed with grown men and people in their youth. So dealing with a whole bunch of kids versus dealing with grown men is two different things. The season is longer in NFL now. So, you don't get a lot of two-a-days. You don't got, I'm saying like you don't get the necessarily reps that you should because everything is just reduced now. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. I'm not going to make a whole I'm not going to make a whole deal about it, but it caused the pause. It caused the pause. It calls to pause. So yeah, yeah. Um, I'm not gonna back off my pick. I still think we're gonna lose week 1, and I think we're gonna get swept by the Washington football team. That's just my opinion. I'm not biased when it comes to my Giants because I hold them at higher standard. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not these typical fans that every move they make, everything that they do, is like, I have to jump for joy. Like no, you know, like Tom Coughlin said, no toughness, no championship. Or was it Justin Tuck? I think it was Justin Tuck. Um, and he was a wide receiver head coach as well. You know, so that's why we had so much success at wide receiver. You look at the receivers that we had: Toomer, Plaxico, Victor Cruz, Mario Manningham, Hakeem Nicks, Steve Smith. That helped Eli Manning out a lot. Joe Judge is a special teams. I'm not saying special teams is bad because it's the second unit. It's the third unit, right? You got offense, defense, and then special teams. There's a lot of players that had to work their way up in special teams. Amar Bradshaw, Toomer, Plaxico, Tiki. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Tiki used to run back punts. You know what I'm saying? Which I didn't know he could, but he can. You know what I'm saying? So you work your way up in special teams, and then, you know, the rest is history. So I'm not saying that special teams, because special teams is his unit. I don't think he calls the plays. I don't think Joe Judge calls the plays, and that's another thing. If the plays are not being executed, do we have to point to Jason Garrett? Because Jason Garrett, I couldn't stand Jason Garrett. I think he's a terrible head player. He was a terrible head coach. Why he's keeping getting opportunities, I don't know. But a lot of people are not going to pinpoint Jason Garrett because they're too blind. I'm not blind. The play calling says everything you need to know about a team, right? The way they run the ball, they run their play action, bootleg, whatever you have to do. Your play calling tells you all that you need to know. It's not about the players around you. It's about how you call your plays and how you execute them. The Giants right now should have been. The Giants right now are projected to average 31.5 points per game because of their offense. You eliminate Saquon Barkley. Where's the protection coming from? And you can't bank on the second running backs. You can't bank on your second running back to come in and save the day. It's not like we have a Shane Vereen or Rashad Jennings, Amar Bradshaw, or Brandon Jacobs type. We don't. We have a bunch of outcasts. So if the running game isn't going, guess what? Teams are going to key in on that. Oh, every single game. Oh, the Giants can't run the ball. So they're gonna have to. So the opposite team is gonna make the Giants one dimensional. Because if you can pass and run the ball, it's a two threat. You know, pick your poison. But if you're just a one trick pony, teams are gonna key on that because teams after games they do watch film. So if they're going against you the next day, like, oh, don't worry, the Giants can't run. They don't got Saquon Barkley. They're just gonna throw bubble screens and draw plays and stuff like that. They're gonna key in on that, and then before you know it, Daniel Jones is gonna start fumbling, throwing interceptions, locker room boil, like the whole 9 yards. So I already see where this shit is gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And for the last part, the Giants have to exercise Kadarius Toney talent. Because I don't want Kadarius Toney to end up like Odell. The Giants misused Odell. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I hated Odell, you couldn't deny his talent. You know what I'm saying? But the Giants underused Odell. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember against the Colts, it was a Monday Night Football game, and John Gruden, before he took over the head coach job, he said that the Giants. I don't think the Giants know what they have in Odell Beckham Jr. And he was right. The Giants misused Odell. I mean, if Odell was on the New Orleans Saints, he would have been lining up all over the damn field. He would have been catching balls like there's nobody business because the offense of the Saints was tailor-made to score 30 to 40 points a game. That's not the Giants. The Giants are more of a methodical team. You know what I'm saying? They run first, pass second, or if, it depends on what their scheme is. You know what I'm saying? If they're facing a team that's bad against the pass, or if they're facing a team that's bad against the run, they're going to run by committee. If they're facing a team that's bad against the pass, they're going to still run, but pass more. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about execution at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, Giants, please find every way possible to get Kadarius Toney in the lineup. He's your first round draft pick. I don't want you treating him like he's an undrafted or a seventh round or fifth round draft pick. He's your first round draft pick. You had a chance to draft a defensive end. You didn't do it. You had a chance to draft Parsons. you didn't do it. So now you got another receiver, which I don't believe receivers help you win games. I think they're more of a stat pat type of players. But in terms of production wise, yes. You know, you look at Julio Jones, he's out. You look at Antonio Brown, he's out. You know what I'm saying? You look where they're at. You look at where they were at their respective teams, they didn't do all too well. So now Antonio Brown went on to the Bucks. He won the Super Bowl. Just like Randy Moss went to the Titans, Julio Jones went to the Titans. I think they'll make that. I think he'll make Ryan Tannehill's job much easier. Even though Ryan Tannehill got two good receivers as well, plus a running back. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? So if the Giants do not score more than 30 points a game this season, this whole season, I can already see this whole season is going to be a wash. This is going to be a long ass season, okay? Because they don't have an early bye until what week not. Let me see. They play the first 4 games. No, they play the first 9 games. So they have more home games than they do away games. They got 5 home games. They got 4 away games. So we're gonna be seeing a lot of Giants at home, which obviously they never play well at home anyways. So this whole notion that the Giants are great at home, no, they're not. They play home. They play great when they want to. They're more of a weight. They play well more on the road than they do at home. Obviously, you saw them versus the Seahawks, right? So I think they play more well when their back is up against the wall, or I think just in general when they play on the road. You know what I'm saying? They're not typically your Green Bay Packers where they just blow out, or just score 40 points. You know what I'm saying? They'll do it once in the blue moon, but it is what it is. So like, comment, subscribe. If you're a Giants fan, just tell me without even, being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? We both human beings, we can talk. Just tell me, how do you see the first 9 games playing out? Not even the first 2, just the first 9 games. Because we're not going to get no breaks anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? Because we play every other Sunday. So, obviously, yeah. I don't even think we had a Sunday night game last year. Hopefully we do this year, but I don't know. So just tell me, for the first 9 games, how do you see us playing out? I think we can go 2-2. I think the Panthers and the Saints, they don't get their I think we can get a win against the Panthers, and I think we could get the win against the Saints, because the Saints, they're a dome team. They don't play well, in conditions like, outdoors. The Panthers, I think we could beat the Panthers, but the first 2 games we're gonna go 0-2. That's not even debatable. Y'all can debate with me, but y'all gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? So like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.